So everybody's talking about we need a number one receiver. Can Hollywood be the number one receiver? Do we need to bring in free agents? Should we sign AB? Can he be the number one receiver? With all this talk about a number one receiver, and definitely don't think the rookies can do it. Don't think Miles Boykin is that guy. We have a number one receiver. So Ravens fans, RELAX. This is our number one receiver. This guy right here, aka Salt Bay. No, I'm just kidding. Mark Andrews. He's the number one receiver. And I'm going to show you why I think he's our number one receiver. Even though he plays the tight end, he's our number one guy. Let's run it. Welcome back to the channel. This is Coach Evans here. We're going to dive in a little bit more and talk about our number one receiver, Mark Andrews. But if this is your first time here, make sure you hit the like button. While you're down there, also press subscribe. Once you hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a video. You'll be part of the Noti gang. Everybody got a Noti gang, and if you really like your certain YouTubers, you become part of the Noti gang. So you like me, let's be a part of my Noti gang. All right. Last thing before we get into the film, make sure you share it. Share it on Twitter, your Facebook groups, group text, group me, all that good stuff. Anywhere that you know people like good football content, share it. I appreciate it. But let's get into the film. Mark Andrews, the number one receiver for the Baltimore Ravens as of today. All right, so this first play, Mark Andrews should have a deep end, and you don't see it on film, but I haven't seen a play designed the way this happened. So I think he has a deep end because these two guys run this little route right here. Both of them run the same route. This little bam, bam, and I'm thinking he's supposed to go in. All right, but what happens is ball snap. This dude here, which is the free safety, turns and opens up to the top half of the field. Now, leaving all that space open right there. Leaving all that space open. So what I think was, he was looking at this guy for, to run his route. And when he saw him rotate toward the top of the field, he just decided to keep it up the field. And Lamar just happened to be staring him down because maybe he was the first read or second read or whatnot. Or whatever the read is, Lamar's looking at him now. He keeps it upfield and Lamar puts it on it. More evidence to prove that is the back view. So let's look at it from the back view and we can kind of see like where they're looking. So again, let's focus on the free safety, who's the the middle of the field, circled behind the little camera, whatever. Then Mark Andrews on the right side at the tight end, the extended tight end position. Ball snap. Now, I think Andrews is running this route to break off left at 10 yards in. And right now, Lamar is looking at the free safety. The free safety is rolling away from, pretty much the coverage. I'm sorry, the route combinations. Now, you see Mark peek in. He peeks in there at the free safety and sees him. Lamar's still looking at the free safety. So both of them looking at the same guy. Now, they instead of breaking it in, and I'm pointing at the screen. I know y'all can't see that. But instead of breaking it in here, he looks, they got eye contact. He just keeps it up the field for a touchdown. And I should have said this before I started. One of the biggest things for a team to have a number one receiver is chemistry. He has to have chemistry with the quarterback. And then within that chemistry, the number one component is trust. The quarterback has to be able to trust that guy because he's going to throw balls that he probably shouldn't throw and expect his number one guy to come down with it. And so that's kind of what's going to go on, in this film, as we go further. And I should have said that from the beginning, but I'm saying it now, so now you know my thoughts. And again, takes it in for a touchdown. And just look at all that space. They vacated all that space, and I think he just sight adjusted it. I think it was just a sight adjustment because again, I think the route combination was supposed to be that. I really do. But he sight adjusted it. Guy opened up the way away from where the route combination was, and he just kept a streak. Just kept a streak. Let's go on to the second play. All right, play 2. This is versus the Browns also. Mark Andrews lined up right there, then an empty look. Now what he's going to do is he's going to close the gap on this free safety. And again, I don't know if it's the same guy from the last film, but he's going to be opening to, he's going to be not opening, but he's going to be running to try to cover Mark. He'll be running in this direction with his hips pointed this direction. And Mark's just going to stick him and go inside. He's not going to be able to turn his hips fast enough. Boom, right there. See that? Now, the thing about this is where that chemistry and trust comes into play at. Because this ball should have been thrown right. Let's get back to it. Ball should be in the air now. Should be in the air now. You can't really see it because of the pixelated view. But around the pocket, Lamar's getting harassed right now. And he almost throws this ball like off one leg and potentially couldn't have gotten anything on it. But he didn't. He kept his composure, got both feet on the ground, and still made an awkward throw. But trust and chemistry, you finna see where it comes into play. Nah, the ball is just not thrown. Just not thrown. And Andrews goes and gets it. The better view is going to be from the back, though. But you can see it all happen. You can see all the magic happening. All right, here's Mark here. This is Mark right there. That's him right there. And this is the free safety guy we're going to focus on. It looks like number 23. I don't know who 23 is for Cleveland. He don't matter. Mark closes the gap. And you can see it in the top corner of your screen right here. Going down right here. Stick your foot in the ground. Good. Got it. That's his back right here. Oh, you guys can't see it. But he has this guy turned around, and I can see the 23 on this guy's back. With like his head is looking in the stands. And it's cut off on you guys' film, but I can see it. Now, it's trying to come back into play for you guys. But let me talk about what I mentioned earlier. See, Lamar's getting harassed. He's all off balance. Remember I said the ball should be out now? It's not. Lamar's getting harassed. This foot's off the ground. This foot is on the ground, but it's not a good throwing position. The ball's cocked. It's loose. Now, he's still look how awkward Lamar is. He's twisted. His shoulders is almost pointed that way, and it's crazy. Now, he throws the ball at probably an even more awkward position. Look how close his feet are. This shoulder's kind of pointing here, so he just throws it, but he puts air on it. He puts air on it because right now Andrew's not open. If you look at this right here, he's not open. That guy's right on top of him. Really not open now. Now look at it. He's covered. He's basically covered. But he trusts him. He throws it high. He trusts him. Look how high that ball's up there. He just basically threw a lob pass. He threw a lob pass and let Andrews go get it. The DB was not able to adjust to it. Similar to a play he threw, I think in the first game, to Miles Boykin. He was kind of flustered, and Miles had the defender look at him in the face, so he just threw it and let Miles adjust to it, and the defender couldn't do it. And this is basically the same thing that happened. This dude coming from over here thinks there's no way that Andrews can get this ball. So he's trying to play the ball instead of maybe taking a shot on Andrews. Andrews comes down with it. It's crazy. Trust and chemistry. Trust and chemistry. Let's go to the next play. It's against the 49ers. Just run this little wide cross route. Just go under one linebacker, above the other, and that's Mark highlighted right there. He's gonna go under one linebacker, above the other, then run the grass. So that's what's supposed to happen. He's gonna go under this guy, over top of this guy, and then run the grass. And he's highlighted because he's gonna take off this way. Under one, over the other, run the grass. Run the grass. Simple. Another high throw where he goes up and gets it. Another high throw where he high points it and goes up and gets it. Trust, chemistry. Now I left this in because I was a fan of this taunting Bosa. Boom! Remember Bosa did that? Not Bosa. Yeah, Bosa did that when they beat Oklahoma, I think. Or Baker did. One of them did it. No, Bosa did it. Bosa did it. That's what it was. Now again, back to the lecture at hand. Snoop Dogg reference if you don't know. It under one over the other. And some people say under Sam over Mike. It just depends on how the linebackers are labeled. But under one over the other, then look for grass. This is the free safety right here. Kind of highlight, you see his helmet. He's going to vacate. He's going to come back and they're going to get right back in position. Under 57. Over 54. Run the grass. High point it. Extend and get it. Touchdown. Trust. Communication. Trust. Communication. Next play. Play 4. This is against the Texans, I think. I think this is the Texans. This is the route combination that you're going to see. I think Hollywood's here. He's going to run this post route. Andrews is going to run Hollywood's running the corner route. Andrews is going to run the post route right up under it. And this ball is going to be thrown before Andrews is open. But because Lamar makes the right read and he trusts Mark Andrews, the ball's right where it needs to be. And he didn't have to do anything acrobatic on this. It just was a good read and good throw by Lamar. That's the guy we're reading right there. He's going to turn and try to get over top of that corner with Hollywood. I think that's Hollywood. And Lamar's going to slip right up. Not Lamar. Andrews going to slip right up under in the open area. Let's see. We got back view. Let it run through. Can't really see it. Just drop it in the bucket because nobody's there. The safety vacated it, running with Hollywood, and y'all really can't see it. So, but just above that circle, nobody's there. He just dropped in the bucket. All right. There it is, right there. There you go. Now this is the last play. Play 5. There's Andrews as like the second tight end on the left. He's going to motion Hurst back over. And what you're going to get is a 2x2 look. And they're going to run 4 verticals. They're going to run 4 verticals. Motion Hurst over. 4 verticals. It normally beats cover 3 pretty easy. Cover 1, if you can win a one-on-one matchup, it beats that too. But normally 4 verticals tries to beat forms of cover 3. But it's a route combination. Get 4 verticals. In my mind, when you have 4 verticals, you got landmarks. The outside guy has to be outside the numbers. Whoever the outside guy is needs to be outside these numbers. And the 2 alley slot, like middle of the field fades or streaks or whatever, needs to be like a yard or 2 outside the hash on both sides. And so with him, he would probably come in some to kind of keep that spacing. And that is Andrews' pass. He's going to release right here, work off his little jam. He's going to try to play a little catch man right here on this guy, and he's just going to beat him. Now, at this point right here, Mark can do anything he wanted because he's already beat him. He can run any route he wanted. He has outside leverage on him. The guy really don't have a good, didn't get a good piece on him. So at this point right here, Mark he could run out, wouldn't cover it. He could run the post. I mean, that would take him to him, but he wouldn't cover it. He could run a comeback. That wouldn't work. Only thing he probably can't run is like a little dig or something right now. But like you saw a second ago, the route going to take him over top. And watch the separation he get from this point right here. By the time he gets to the end zone, he got 3-yard separation. And he's slowing down because the ball is kind of behind him. Trust, chemistry, trust, and chemistry. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your number 1 receiver, Mark Andrews. Don't, he can't be a number 1 because he's not a wide receiver. No, he's the number 1 receiver because he's the best catching threat on our team right now. Now, that may change with the healthy Hollywood coming, but as of 2019 through 2020 season, this is our number 1 receiver, period, point blank. I'm Coach Evans. I'm out. And I'm back. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now I'm out.